Got him for a second. It's a cool lizard coming down the mountain. Oh, you're knocking rocks down at me. Just a bit up a marine layer, kind of foggy, cloudy, slowly receding. So beautiful. Dude, I hear Luffy hello splashing in some water over there. I need to see what that is. Because you can hear this little stream, but I didn't know there's a body of water. Let's follow the path he just took. We found some water. Haha! Such a crazy little ecosystem while everything else is dry and hot. Ooh, yeah, little bath. I wonder if that little newt's living over here. We've been hearing... Oh, focus. Oh, wow, what a jump. Holy moly, he just jumped that whole thing. Through, like, brush and stuff. He is insanely athletic. But yeah, I think right there's like a little... Right there, that streamy drip. That's what we hear on our walk. Oh, wow, there's even more up here. We're following Luffy. This is kind of a better, more accessible little pool. Dude, look how cool this is. Look how happy he is. Oh, dude, there's literally a newt right there. Look. He's like impossible to see on camera as I'm getting bit by mosquitoes, but just there on the right is his tail sticking out. He's like so well hidden. I swear that's a newt. He's been walking around. Ow, mosquitoes, stop biting me. The water skippers are chilling. Hey, dude. Thanks for showing me that, man. That's cool. Today is our more, financial based day. So thinking about just some of the different methods that I want to focus on right now. I think the main ones would be test tones, getting funding for that for this next season, making that a little more just sustainable project in general. Manufacturing, because I want to, and I think even figuring out where we want to go with that, whether it's more craft fairs, whether it's more, I think direct to business, doing stuff like direct to wineries and bars, I think could be really the move, as opposed to consumer, but also Facebook Market, just realizing places we want to go with there. The last one would be me as an artist making music, selling some of that, but also as just a creative in general, doing audio editing, mixing as an audio engineer, doing sound design like for the cartoon, or maybe even some video work. Those are three I want to focus on the most. There's some other things that can probably work in amongst those, but... And then in the short term also, selling some audio gear. Get some of that organized. Whew, just getting home breathless. Thinking we cook a little bacon for me and the stink man. It's so funny just being like the mind in charge of creating a whole season and league from scratch. It's like, okay guys, here's the idea. Hope it is a thing. And it's been amazing. Oh, a little wind on the mic. It's been amazing to see how much it's kind of worked so far. And also just my responsibility to like, okay, let's make this a little more official. Figure out some ways, even just doing some basic math. If we got a little bit of sponsorship for each team and then an ecosystem DAO, it's like already we could have more funding pretty quickly than we did last season or the season before if we just start networking within the community a bit. So, money thoughts. That's what today's supposed to be about. Yeah. I think the coolest thing about, so far at least, me using this schedule, and especially today realizing the whole like finance day ties in the other 3 days, is realizing that I do love doing all those, but I want to have a lot of those days that are dedicated to those to the actual project itself or the work itself or the music itself. So having a day that I can focus on the more financial side of those things feels good to have today be that day and to kind of just start channeling the energy properly. So far, schedule, plan, thing working.
But wait, there's more!
Okay, you know what? I think actually the single most important use of this whole schedule has been for me is realizing the finite nature of time. Because in a lot of ways it's like, oh, what is time? It's a man-made construct. We can do all these things we want. But no, if I'm assigning 1 day a week to these certain projects, these certain things, and then I look at the list of stuff to do, Tez Tone's like 7. I mean, just for the financial side of things, each one of those has 4 or 5 things. I can't do all of that and the manufacturing and the management and the, all the other stuff. It's like there literally is only so much you can do each week, each day. So realizing that, just looking at it, like I need to prioritize A and or B, delegate when it comes to stuff like Tez Tones. And just realizing that on a more visceral level is so real. Like, yeah, if you only have a day for these things, don't get me wrong, again, I can kind of spill over and there's an extra day and stuff, but I can't maybe pursue 5 different revenue streams actively with manufacturing. Maybe I try to do 1 or 2. Maybe with Tez Tones we focus in on 1 or 2. Check that off, It's like when you have all this stuff and your brain's trying to have 20 different revenue streams, you end up sometimes having 0. And it's not that bad, right? I have some, but it's just realizing like, yeah, focusing on a couple and optimizing those probably is the path forward. So far, the schedule, like this vlog, has just been about like the process of growth and thinking and realizing and self-reflection and stinking old. Sneaky man. Holy shit, guys. Against all odds. Tell me that's not a berry. Tell me that's not a baby berry. It's a berry! I was just talking to the fam. And he was like, no, dude, I talked to the neighbor and they just don't turn into berries. And I was like, I know, but why? And we're like, I don't know. That's a f***ing berry. I don't know how many other we're gonna get, but dude. Ha ha! We're gonna need to keep tabs on this one single berry as the miracle that is. Oh, looking over here. Another berry. And I think there's another little one forming over here. It looks like it could be. We'll see. Berries! 2! 2 berries! Oh! Look at them! Look at all these berries! Look at all these berries! There are so many little berries, guys. It's a cluster. Maybe we needed the tractor to like cut them back. Oh, there's more there. Okay, let's not step on the berries. Oh, I'm stepping on a little baby berry back there. Over there. Holy majoli. And even more. And even more. Luffy's like, what's going on? Don't. Let's let them be. Sorry, they're berries. I'll feed you them when they're ripe. Oh, Luffy, do you get how big that is? That's awesome. That's awesome, dude. That's like legitimately one of the coolest things since living up here. Berries, baby. Call me Sherry because we got some berries. That's so cool. I don't even know, what else was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say also the huckleberries. There's some huckleberries by my house that are forming. They're honestly just like little blueberries. They're like our kind of native version of blueberries, it seems like. Even the bushes look similar to a blueberry bush, actually, in a lot of ways. I kept looking at them when they were forming, and I was like, those almost look like little blueberries. And it's funny how often you can look at things and think that before you think, maybe I should look this up. And it's like, oh, that's a freaking huckleberry. Call me Finn. We're on an adventure, because it's time. But yeah, now, blackberry, huckleberry, the manzanita, I think they call them berries, but they're not really berries, but we can make cider out of that. Dude, kind of killing the game up here. That's crazy though, right? I mean, the blackberries isn't that crazy because there's so many down like Watsonville and stuff, but just for up here, for thinking we didn't have any, to see that many at once was a pretty exciting discovery. It really is crazy though, like pine needle tea, you can eat redwood leaves, huckleberries, blackberries, chestnuts, acorns. I think you can do stuff with acorns. It's just, there's so much stuff you can actually cook and make, even areas that you think like, I don't know, there wouldn't be as much. Such a bounty when you really just look around and start to realize what things are, you know, and their uses other than just, oh, that plant that's in my driveway or in my yard or in the bush. I mean, like, look at these, right? These are all manzanita berries. Look at how many there are. And then this whole path, this whole walking path is like a hedge, a bush. That's all gonna have their own bushels of them. Oh, where are they? Forming. Maybe not this one yet, but you know, at some point. Just like, it's everywhere. Little apples. Manzanita. I've been saying it for years now, but now we have the vlog as like a thing to keep me honest about it, I guess. And just an incentive to make a vlog about it also. But I really want to make manzanita cider. Like, it sounds so tasty. I mean, you can taste it when you eat them. You can chew, and it's only the tiniest, minute amount of little actual, like, fruit flesh, I guess is the best way to describe it. But you can taste it. It tastes like a little sweet apple and stuff, and you gotta spit the seeds out, but pretty good. And I can only imagine, get all the seeds out, mortar and pestle it up, run the water through a few times, you'd have essentially something apple cider, apple juice tasting. A little slithery something in the bush. You know? Start making some more pine needle tea, honestly, because those will be high in vitamin C. You could probably even store, dude, the thing that's cool about the manzanita, actually, when you think about it, is it's pretty dry. So you could probably harvest a good amount of that, store it year round, and just run the water through it and make juice out of the dried manzanita, like flakes or whatever. It's something, it's weird. It's something that like I legitimately don't think I've ever heard or seen on a menu or anything, like manzanita berry juice or cider or like a reduced glaze or something, right? And when you've seen it, there's just so much. Well, that's not right there, that was my drone. But there's so freaking much of it. It's like, seems like a pretty sustainable thing to be harvesting, at least in this area. Maybe some like artisanal something. Maybe we need to be the change we want to see in the world. To make it trendy. Oh my god, we could make like shorts. We could make like a highly curated short on the vlog about living off grid, harvesting it, and making. That would be kind of funny. Like the tacos I've been wanting to make with the redwood shoots and the manzanita reduced glaze. One man bringing the manzanita back. I was just thinking how kind of hilarious it is, the struggles I face as a creator. It's like, do I keep in more of the segment of me planning a sports league for artists, or me ranting about making manzanita berries a sustainable gardening option and chic, artisanal, sustainable food choice? What are these choices we're choosing between? It's like, no, there's like no way to win, but also, as far as I see it, no way to lose between both of those. So, welcome to the vlog, fam. Welcome to the vlog.
Watch another or subscribe here.